Hi, everybody. My name is Kristin Ciliberto, and welcome to Film Fest Report. And today we are speaking with the talented filmmaker and one of my favorite filmmakers, GABRIELA COWPERTHWAITE, who has a brand new film premiering at the Tribeca Film Festival called I.S.S., and it stars Academy Award winner Ariana DeBose, Chris Messina, John Gallagher Jr., and this film is an absolute intense thrill ride space journey. Boy, you better buckle up. So here's the plot. When a world event occurs on Earth, America and Russia, both nations secretly contact their astronauts aboard the ISS and give them instructions to take control of the station by any means necessary. And I really enjoyed this film, and I'm so fortunate and lucky enough to speak with GABRIELA and speak about this latest film. So let's cut to our interview with GABRIELA. Hi, GABRIELA. I'm so happy to be speaking with you. I mean, first of all, as a film lover, and for you who's a female artist and film director, it's a huge honor in my career to be interviewing you. This is like one of my career highlights right now because I have really loved just about every single thing you have worked on.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much. Oh my God.
Yes, I am
So
a
much to me.
huge fan of yours. So, like I said, I'm so happy today. You are making my day right now. So,
The nicest. You're making my day. Thank you so much.
thank you. And I have to say congratulations on your latest work because once again, you have done it. You have done it. You've done it. I am so happy how it all turned out. And my first question for you is this felt like a true story, like right from the get-go. I was like, from the insides and out of being in this like claustrophobic environment. How did you get a hold of the story and what made you want to work on this project?
Well, so Pete Shalamon and Mickey Liddell from LD Entertainment, they found this script on the blacklist and they brought it to me. I read it and it was very cool because they were to be thought of in the thriller genre, because of course I try to make Blackfish feel like a thriller. I've tried to make all my documentaries, I've tried to kind of like make feel that way. And so sort of they saw that part, which was very cool and exciting to be kind of offered the opportunity to get the script. And yes, it was from the blacklist. Nick Schaefer, I think, first time writer, and just a very cool concept and a very exciting new playground for me to be able to kind of embark on.
Yeah, and one of the great things about you is you always look at, especially in your narrative pieces, like strong female protagonists, whether it be Megan Levy or when you got to work with Dakota Johnson for Our Friend. What was it like bringing on this character that Ariana DeBose plays?
She was, I mean,
she's a dynamite force.
She's such a force. And I remember seeing, watching her, talking to her, and then she did a couple reads. This was before West Side Story came out. And I was like, this is her. She's unbelievable.
She is.
She's so unbelievable. So there's just this emotional depth that she has that's kind of unparalleled. Like she really feels things and you see it on her face. She also has a physicality to her that this required. She knew how to move, through space and zero gravity. I mean, she had this whole other side that I hadn't even really thought of, because I know she's a dancer. I hadn't really thought of that until I saw her on set. I was like, oh my gosh, she's such a natural.
She has the moves. She can do it all.
She's freaking do it all. She truly can do it all. And just asked the right questions and just was like, just present and a special person. You want to watch her. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And so I needed kind of strength and vulnerability, which obviously that's what makes us human. And I feel like all my female characters kind of have that. And she sort of has that in spades, I love that, tough woman who also feels things deeply and can make everybody around her better. Like I love those characters.
You can really feel that, especially in the interactions that she has with John Gallagher Jr. or Chris Messina. So what was it like bringing on them to the project? Because you do have an all-star cast.
They're so incredible. So I'll start with John. John is someone what I love so much about him. I've loved everything he's ever done. I believe him in every single role he's ever in. And I feel the same way about Chris Messina, actually. Every single time I see them, I know I'm in the film, I'm in their character. And John actually, like, I hadn't seen him kind of do this kind of thing. And I was like, wouldn't it be so cool to watch,
Yeah.
him play outside the color outside the lines like this? And he is sharp. I mean, these guys are like Broadway trained, you know what I mean? They really
Yeah.
just know what to do. They know what to do with lines. They memorize the Russian, like that. Just, they're so like just ridiculous prose. So you sort of forget
Hmm.
about that side, you know, because they seem so
Yeah.
natural, you know, and everything. But they both blew me away, came ahead of the game, you know, so prepared with the emotional depth, but also just like an understanding of the script and the lines. And it was so cool to watch that. Pilu, I would say the same thing, just like this guy
Hmm.
also is not usually the vulnerable guy in movies. He's usually the bad guy. He's the
Yeah.
scary guy. You know what I mean? He's a tough guy. And so this was like so much fun to
Yeah.
watch him do something
And
so different.
especially seeing how the ending comes out, like for a lot of these Broadway stars, it's like, where the story's going, you could tell something extreme is going to happen towards the end.
Right,
And so
right.
what you're saying with the way, especially that character, I was just like, oh my gosh.
Well,
Um,
yeah.
but one thing I wanted to ask you also is, what do you hope audiences take away from this film? Because there's a lot to take away from the story, and having trust in a lot of your, not even just the people you work with, but those around you for just the time being. Like,
Yeah.
what do you hope audiences hope with its message?
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's so when I read the script, there was obviously a very cool plot line, right? Like just very
Mhm.
like what happens, quote unquote, is
Right.
cool and unexpected and wild, a wild ride. What I love about, and why what makes me want to direct something is usually something a little bit deeper than that, right? It's just like, what is this saying about humanity? Like
Right.
how do we humanize one another in extreme
Mhm.
circumstances,
Yeah.
and when my survival and my happiness, it depends on someone else's destruction, like who created that worldview and that
Mhm.
infrastructure? Well, like that's kind of what the world can sometimes communicate to us about. This is
Exactly.
how we do life, like we can't both win here, and like,
No. Yeah.
and so it's that blows my mind, because I feel like we see it every day. We see
Mhm.
that, like, our progress necessitates someone else's demise, and it's heartbreaking, and what that does to us as human beings in the long run is incredibly scary.
It
So
is.
this gets at the crux of it in a very small kind of bouillon,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? And hopefully makes us not only go for the ride, for a thriller of a ride, um, in terms of an audience, but hopefully makes us ask some tough questions in that way.
Mhm.
And think about even what's some of the conflicts that are going on right now in the world differently.
Oh, definitely, definitely. And one major thing I wanted to ask you here is the legacy that you have with your storytelling, and especially with Blackfish. I mean, here at Film Fest Report, we cover all sorts of film festivals, and you got to premiere your film Blackfish at Sundance. So, what do you think about the legacy that it has been having for like the last 10 years, and really giving out an expository documentary?
Mhm. Um, Gosh, I always think like, okay, it'll be like 10 more years because before I can like look back and really kind of see what happened here, because it just would happen so quickly. And I made a documentary, and I thought back then nobody really saw documentary. Do you know what I mean? There weren't that many
Yeah,
people tuning in to documentaries. This was like before like Netflix was anything but DVD,
yeah.
So anyway, it was just I do think, honestly, I do think if you show people um just the truth,
Yeah.
and you show them like what's really behind what they've been ingesting,
Mhm.
in a truthful, kind of transparent and honest way, where you're not preaching to them, you're not telling them what to think or what to feel, you're just showing them how these things have made other people feel, have made
Mhm.
animals feel, have made other people, react in ways that you will have empathy. You will
Yeah.
just naturally have empathy. You will see yourself in,
And the animals that
like,
were in
Killer
that
whale.
capacity. Yes.
Right. And a trainer who is, who is terrified to go to work every day. In this case, in astronauts who are being asked to do the unthinkable,
It's true.
And so
It's
just like
true.
show people what it feels like for them in a true, honest, authentic way. And then oftentimes I think audiences will react, and see themselves in these situations and not want them to be that way.
Okay, my final question for you is I'm sure you're going to continue to make incredible documentaries. And where do you see yourself like 5 years from now? Do you see yourself hoping on to create more documentaries or more narrative pieces?
Yeah, I mean, I have The Grab, which is my latest documentary, which is coming out very soon. Fingers crossed. That was a 6-year undertaking, so that was insane, but it's done now. I do feel like I'll never. Wow, if both worlds would still have me, I would like to continue to still do both.
They'll still have you. Look at you. You do like amazing things. So
we should be so
welcome.
Lucky, right? Like I never take
at least for me, I'll welcome you back whenever.
Okay. We'll just come back. I'll just come back and talk to you.
Yes.
That will be my happy place. Yes. No, I think 5 years from now, I don't know. I like continuing to push myself genre wise, and to try different things, because I think sometimes different genres will get at different people, right? And like we'll speak to different people, and I kind of like the idea of speaking to people I haven't spoken to, yet with my films, so there's that. But I don't know what lies ahead, but if the story is there and it's character driven, right, and feels real, since that's the thing that that's I think my biggest tool in my toolkit, then I'm game. I'm up for it. We'll never stop doing documentary and don't want to ever stop doing narrative. Hopefully,
Yeah. Don't stop. But again, thank you so much for taking the time. It really was a true honor and pleasure to speak with you.
Thank you so much, Kristin. Thank you. Thanks for the opportunity.
Once again, I want to thank Gabriella for taking the time out of her busy schedule to speak with me. It was a huge honor. For now, please subscribe to the Film Fest YouTube channel. And thank you all for watching. We will see you all next time. Bye.